and we're going to bring you guys a review of Oh Gnome You Don't by Lisa Stinson and the Gut Busting Games crew. And if Holden will let me let go of him for a second, here's the box. And I'm going to go ahead and do a little shake test. Okay? You can hear stuff moving in there, but I'm going to hold it upside down, shake it a little bit. And I'm going to show you guys why I just did a shake test for you guys, and why I'm really impressed with the design of the box and everything else. So let's go ahead and jump over to the box and show you all the awesomeness inside. So first thing I want to say about the box, amazing artwork. If you look at it really in detail, and let me see if I can get it close enough for you guys. If you look at it close enough, it kind of looks like somebody colored it with like colored pencils and stuff, which I think is a really fun way to do artwork. You know, not making it look all professional and everything, making it look fun and creative. And so you can see it's got Busting Games, plays 2 to 5 for fun-loving players, which in this game it says fun-loving on the box, but you're actually going to torment and screw your neighbor and do everything else that's not fun. It's fun, but not loving so much. You know, ages 13 and up because of the small pieces and everything. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to show you, hopefully, if I can get this lid off. First thing, there's only 5 gnomes, and this is the only punch out you're going to get in the game. It's the gnomes. So the real, you know, what I like about these is that I kept my little sleeves, so when I punch out my gnomes, and it's a lot easier to keep them. Just punch them back in there, you're good to go. You know, there's only 5 pieces. I don't do that with other punch out games because there's so many of them. I just put them in plastic baggies, and that's it. The rule book, just as colorful as the box and just as colorful as all the pieces in this game. The artwork in this, I love it. It's really fun for the kids. It's really fun for the adults, and it's really capturing and brings your attention over to look at it. I like it sitting on my shelf along with all the other Gut Busting games I have. But the rule book, I didn't have to read through it. Anna already knew how to play, so I just let her teach me. But there was a few things that we did need to go back, and the stuff that we needed to know was actually in the bolded print, pretty much. Like, I was like, well, what do we do with the troll bridge? Right there, troll bridge. It's even got a little picture. It's got the text, and it was like every question I had was already thought of and answered in this rule book. The front cover, you know, they didn't do a big elaborate piece of artwork and really waste materials. They went straight into the rules, did the setup, gave you the objective, its contents, the gem values, and really went straight into the game and showed you how to do that. Sorry if you guys hear a lot of chinging. I got some of these off of Kickstarter, these little gems, and Holden's play with them, keep them occupied. Next thing I want to show you, and my shake test worked, awesome. Next thing I want to show you is the game board, and I'll just show you half of it real quick, and I'll flip it around so you guys can see. Okay, so you got like Gnome Depot, and you got the Toadstool Cafe, and Holden, I think he likes the texture. It's got that, it's the laced texture all the way across. That, and he's trying to take my board. It's, you know, really colorful, and the whole board's like that. So, and I'll show you the whole board here in a few. But that's it, you know, the stone and the buildings and stuff like that. And as Holden's reaching in, he's grabbing the gems. And they come in this little plastic baggie. The 4 colors, black, red, yellow, blue. So that'll keep track of that. You want to play with those? This is what I was really impressed with, and my shake test, it worked. My box, these parts are pushed down a little bit because some stuff is stacked. I'm trying to actually redo my shelf, but these are bent in, and even with these bent in and damaged, I did that shake test. These cards did not move out of their slots. I mean, this has got to be the smartest thing I've ever seen in a box. I play a lot of games that have cards in them, and they don't have slots for the cards. They have just that one center row, and they expect you to sit them in there with nothing to hold them. You can put rubber bands on there, but everyone knows over time that rubber bands, they start snapping. People play with the rubber bands, and they break, they dry rot, all that. This is a fantastic design. And I know cardboard doesn't last forever, and you know, and everything, and apparently Holden thinks those go in there, but they don't. Anyways, you know, it holds the cards, and then these little stands. At first, I was like, well, these are really tight, but, and I mean tight as in tight, not tight as in cool. But if you look at these, which they were tight, kind of cool, the clips, to put your gnome in there, I actually had to take my fingernail and spread these apart. So these are definitely some really good stands. They do hold the gnome. I almost accidentally bent my gnome trying to get it in there. And these gnomes, you know, they're thick plastic, or thick plastic. They're thick cardboard, not plastic. Apparently I don't know my materials. These are plastic. And then your die, just a regular die. And it bounces. You know, and then you got your 5 gnome holders. And each one's color coded to the shirt that they wear. I was being funny with Anna, and she goes, "Which gnome do you want?" I go, "Well, the one with the red hat." Well, they all have red hats. So I was just having a little fun with that. But I really like this box, so let me take these cards out. And there's quite a bit of cards there. You know, that's a lot of weight that I was shuffling around in there. And let me show you a couple pieces of this artwork real quick, just before I discard these over here. Let me get one purple, one green, and let me find a red one. There's a red one. So these are your 3 basic color-coded. The red ones usually negate something during or help you in some way during a battle. So those are the red ones. And then the green ones are usually like your items that you can sell. Strawberries, blueberries, really a little bit of anything. And then the purple ones are kind of like your familiars. They're creatures that are going to help you in some way, shape, or form, whether it's moving spaces or making someone else move back or making them progress too far forward to miss a selling building. And then on the back, which is really good, I think, advertising-wise, there's a lot here, but it's not overcrowded. Like, you can see the difference of where it shows a display of the board. It's got the name at the top. It's got some cards spread around. And then it gives you like a little playback on there. And then on the edge of the box, they have their Trailer Park Wars and Redneck Life. And it says, "Oh, no, you don't," on the top and bottom. And then on the other side, Redneck Life, Trailer Park Wars. If you guys get to check out any of the gut-busting games, they will have a booth at Gen Con. We may be volunteering there, actually. If you do get the chance to stop by that booth, it's definitely going to be worth some of your time. Definitely, if you get to talk to Glenn, he'll have usually a trucker hat, a wig with black hair, and then have a Oscar Mayer Wiener belt buckle on. You get to talk to him. He's a character. And then Lisa, she's the creator of the game, and she's really easy to talk to. Really, anybody there at that booth is really easy to talk to. I'm glad I got to meet them. It was my very first Gen Con. I got to meet them, and I, thought it was like the greatest thing in the world. I'm friends with people that create games, and ever since that's what really pushed me to start doing reviews. To build a network and friends, and just to help people get their games out there and stuff, and really, see games succeed. Which Gut-busting Games doesn't need any help. They're well on their way, and coming out with some great stuff. So I'll go ahead and go to our conclusion and tell you what I think about the game. And hey guys, all right. So at first I thought this game was going to be one of those that I didn't like. Just for the fact that you roll the dice and you move your character. But now that I've played it, and I have a little bit better judgment on it, it really is a fun game. It's a really good game for everyone to learn quickly and easily. For people that don't play a lot of games, this is definitely a really good game to have. And how gnomes like to steal stuff. I think Holden's a little gnome. He's stealing them. And playing around with the gems and stuff, but it was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I was really impressed. My mind has definitely been changed now that I've played it, and I should have played it before I judged it, which I really didn't. I didn't really judge it. I just thought, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, because you just roll the dice and you move your character. It's a little bit more than that. You can actually, you know, if you land on the spot of another player, you can brawl with them. And if another player comes up to you on that space and you're already there and it's not even your turn, you can depict whether you want to brawl or not. You can say, I want to brawl. If both parties say we don't want to brawl, then you don't brawl. But if either side says yes, I want to brawl, then the other person is obligated to do so. So that's a really cool thing that I really liked about it, because you don't want to be sitting there and not have the ability or a say-so in whether you want to or not, which if the character came up to you and says, I want to brawl, you don't have any say-so anyways. But I had a lot of fun with it, and I do recommend that other people that you go out and check it out. If you check out the booth at Gen Con 2014 here in Indy, it definitely would be worth your time to check it out. This one, Redneck Life and Trailer Park Wars. Redneck Life I do know has an expansion, and she does have a new game coming out that's in beta right now. Glenn was talking to me a little bit about it. I don't remember anything about it. I've slept since then. But I'm really excited to see a new game come out from this company, because they do have, if you're looking for a good laugh, this is definitely a child-friendly game that you can have a good laugh with. Like the Redneck Life, you play it, and you know, you're losing teeth and gaining kids and accruing a huge amount of debt. It's basically the opposite of life, the game Life. Redneck Life is more like real life, where all you can do is, you know, build debt, and you can't really do anything else. Like everything that you buy, you have to borrow money. You get loans and stuff like that. But anyways, and then like I could tell you a little bit about Trailer Park Wars. You know, build your trailer park. You give it this weird name. You pick 2-3 tiles or whatever, and then they'll give you your trailer park name. And then you try to get certain vacants next to each other, and then keep certain ones away. Like you don't want the drug dealers next to the police officer. You don't want the rockers next to the old lady. But if someone has an old lady, you throw a rocker in there, you know, next to them, the loud teenagers. That helps you and your benefit and everyone else. And then these games are really a lot different than what I'm used to playing, and I'm really glad that I've been able to touch on them and play them and get an idea of them. So, Gen Con 2014, check out Gut Busting Games. Talk to Glenn and Lisa, or anybody at that booth. And actually, another thing, Anna is Trailer Park Queen, so if you get to talk to her about how that went down, please, you know, that was not last year, but the year before that she became the Trailer Park Queen. They didn't do it last year. We're hoping that they bring that back too. So if you guys are interested in the Trailer Park Queen thing, not this year, but maybe we can work something out in 2015. But talk to Lisa and get to know these guys. These are really good friends of ours. And we hope you guys enjoyed this review. And if you did, go ahead and like it, leave a comment. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, subscribe to our channel here. You guys can Google us, Google Geekedupgaming, all one word, and we own the very first page. All of our accounts are there, so just click on one of those, follow us somewhere, and keep up on what we're doing. Alright, so we'll see you guys later. I'm Tim, this is Holden, we're Geeked Up Gaming, and this is Oh Gnome You Don't with Gut Busting Games.